Well, the game room here is an absolute mess because I've been in the process of reconverting the multi MK2 back to Jamma, and I'm all done. Now, the reason behind this is because I wanted to sell this machine, but nobody was interested in getting it as a multi MK. So, being that as it was, I went ahead and bought an MK2 PCB and converted it back to Jamma with all of the Jamma items from the MK3. So, the MK3 is gutted. I took everything out of here and put it all in the MK2 to convert it back to Jamma because I'm going to get rid of it that way. I put blink offs in here instead of the run buttons, removed those. The wiring harness is still there. I took the MK3 control panel harness and connectors and everything out of the MK3 and put it here in the MK2. And then I swapped the main components over here, iPack included, everything from the MK2 over here to the MK3 because I'm going to use the MK3 as the multi-MK now. And also the reason behind that, I haven't put this joystick back in yet, but the reason that I'm converting the MK3 into the multi-MK is because I play MK3 and UMK3 way more than I play MK2. So I decided to go ahead and put all the MAME stuff in here to make the MK3 cab the multi-MK. Also because when I got the bug in me to do the multi-MK, I did not have the MK3 cabinet. I only had the MK2 cabinet. And when Corn Story came to pick up the multi-MK1 that I made for him, he dropped off the MK3. So when I made this multi-MK project, I did not have the MK3 cabinet, or I would have done this multi-MK thing to the MK3 first. Or in the first place, I never would have done it to the MK2. So, got kind of a big project here of reassembling everything for the MAME crap in the MK3 cabinet. But the MK2 is complete. The restoration back to Jamma is done. This is the original power supply and isolation transformer. All this here was out of the MK3. And I had to do some splicing and dicing because some of the connectors weren't exactly the same because the MK3 came out 2 or 3 years after this did. So it's got kind of updated connectors and wiring. But so I had to do a little cut and splicing, but everything turned out perfect. Everything's tied up, looks nice and neat. It's got a K7000, Wells Gardner K7000 running the monitor for the video, and then everything's wired up nice and tied up and neat for the PCB. So I got to vacuum out some of the dust and dirt and whatnot in here, and then I'll put the back panel on and close her up and be all done. So this is what I've been doing this past weekend, converting this back to Jam and getting it all done. It's complete. So I have to, I took the coin box and everything out of the MK3 here because it's not needed anymore. The only thing I have left to do before I can complete this 100% is I have to, let's see here, it's locked, but I have to remove the coin mechanisms from here and put them in here because when I got this machine it had no coin mechs. They're not there, so I got to remove the ones from MK3 and put them in here, and then it'll be 100% complete. So that's it. There's not really much else to it. Once I get it all buttoned up and put back up against the wall, I'll get started here on the converting the MK3 to the multi-MK. I didn't change out the bezels. I had to change out the cards because if I changed out bezels, I would have lost this sticker here, this decal, because I originally had all these moves on top of here. I didn't remove this. I just put the move lists cards over this. And then, let's see here. My MK3 card is right here. This is a piece of flimsy vinyl, and I was able to pull this off the bezel here with ease. So I can save this, not have to worry about damaging it by sticking these, or taping these cards onto it. That's what I was kind of worried about with doing it on here, but they came off just fine. So anyway, everything turned out great. Monitor looks fantastic. I had to do a bunch of tweaking on the neck board for the RGB, but everything turned out great. So I'm going to get working on this, converting this back to or converting it to the multi-MK, and I'll keep you guys updated here when it's done.